What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm winterizing my cabin, so come along with that. Let's do it. Let's get going. So first thing I gotta do is just empty the boat of as much as possible to keep it nice and empty during the winter. So that's what I'm gonna do. Start packing some stuff and let's get it done. Also gonna empty the water tank. As you can see, it still has plenty of water in it. Good. Start that water. And after I have emptied my water tank, I've uncovered my water tank here. So when it's empty, I'm gonna open up this hatch, inspection hatch, clean it out, make sure it's dry and nice. And then next step will be to disconnecting the pump, bring the pump home, and check that the lines are empty of water so I don't get any freezing in them. So that's the winterization I do for my water system. I also have a little bit of food here I need to take care of, so I'm gonna pack that up. Right, I mentioned earlier I want to keep the cabin as dry as possible, and I will need something to suck the moisture out of the air to get that perfect conditions, I guess, or as perfect as you can get them. During these circumstances, when your boat's like constantly turning from warm to cold, you have the cover on. That's like a greenhouse. It's going to increase the temperature and also increase the dew point, and then that drops, the temperature drops, and you have condensation everywhere, and that just goes back and forth, and that means that I need to suck that moisture out of the air as much as possible. And my solution is show you the hardware here. So I have a bucket, and I have one of these pasta drainers, all in plastic, and then I bought like 50 kilograms or like 100 pounds big bag of calcium chloride salt. This is really hygroscopic. It just sucks moisture out of the air. This is unactivated. Still have it in a paper bag. What I'll do is gonna pour it down into this drainer, have it lying there collecting the moisture from the air, and that water will then be collected into this bucket, and then I just go and empty this every once in a while and replenish with the calcium chloride if the deposit is diminishing too much. So let's get this started. So yeah, I'm just gonna pour this in there, open as many cabinets and doors as possible in the boat. I only have one. If you have a larger boat, larger cabin, perhaps use 2 or maybe 3 depending on your layout, but this is what I do. So I'm just gonna pour this in. Something like that. I mean, this is not hazardous. It can like irritate your skin a little bit due to the hygroscopic properties. It's gonna suck like moisture out of your fingers. That can you can get a little rash or something. So don't try to touch it too much. But other than that, I mean, it's used in like food industry and a lot of other stuff as well. So it's not super harmful in the right quantities, of course. But that is my setup. Got that calcium chloride starting to activate, suck moisture. Moisture will end up here into the bucket, and I empty that occasionally and replenish the calcium chloride if I need to. Right, that's just how I keep my cabin as dry as possible during winter. Alright guys, so I talked about having all the doors and cabinets open in the boat, and that it is of course contained with the boundaries of the cabin. So try to have it keep closed all around the boat, you know, hatches and doors and all that, just to keep that drier, being able to handle all the moisture, because if you have something open to the outside, then the differences in humidity and temperature and all that will affect your system and your efforts trying to dry the inside of the boat. And I also have a really simple hygrometer, shows me the relative humidity on one scale there. Right now it's a little bit above 70%, which is it's hard to give a perfect number as it depends on the temperature as well. But there are like graphs for it online, so you can check that out and see which humidity you're gonna aim for your boat and with your temperatures and all that. So pretty good like that. So having the hygrometer, just check it every once in a while. Also check that calcium chloride and that bucket of water. Just make sure that everything's working. So that's pretty good. And also don't try to get too dry boat, as that will create the mildew. If there's mildew present, it will start creating spores and spread through the boat. And if it's too humid, of course the mildew will have perfect conditions to start growing, and we don't want that either. So keep a little track of that, keep a track of calcium chloride, keep a track of the bucket, try to keep the boat closed and all cabinets open in the boat. I think it'll be pretty good to go. Let's leave it there, guys. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe, hit that notification so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I'll see you in the next one.